welcome to this Friday, September the 15th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Tony, the king of controversy, is out. He'll be back on Monday, so it's a show for me to be able to talk all by myself without being interrupted 27 times. We can stay on schedule. We won't go over time. It's great. Glad you could be with us. Happy Friday. Got a lot to talk about. Let's start this show off by recapping Smackdown and figure out what happened there. And of course, Smackdown taking place from Sin City in Las Vegas. The show started off, of course, it was called Sin City, Las Vegas. The show started off with Kevin Owens coming out and says, you know what, Vince McMahon, come on out right now. And all of a sudden, Shane McMahon's music starts, and it's Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler comes out, and of course, he's going through this whole new thing now, where he's dressing up as all these people, coming out and doing all this stuff. So anyway, he comes out and does that anyway. Daniel Bryan then comes out and pretty much tells Kevin Owens, tells him that that's not how things are going to work around here, so guess what? You're done. And Vince McMahon is on his way. United States title on the line, AJ Styles defeats Ty Dillinger, and I think a very impressive matchup. Then, of course, the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal, comes out. He starts talks about how he's going to, and he is going to be facing Shinsuke Nakamura in just, about around a month at Hell in a Cell. Great opportunity for him. Again, is the modern-day Maharaja. He's had this title since, April or May? And I believe he won it in Chicago, that Backlash. So, I mean, having that opportunity, I think it's going to be interesting to see, is he going to be able to keep that title? And, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura not going to be at every show because, of course, being from Japan and all that stuff. So I think it's interesting to see where this is all going to play out. And I mean, he's been a very good champion. He's been able to get heat. I think a lot of people are kind of over the modern-day Maharaja. But nonetheless, I think people are, I think he's done a great job as champion as well. SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line in a Vegas street fight. Usos against the New Day, your winners, and new SmackDown Tag Team champions, the New Day. So they once again regain the titles that they've lost. Of course, flip-flop back and forth, yada yada. So we're getting that one more time. I think New Day being champion, I think is big. That was a very good match. There was a lot of excitement there. New Day being tag team champions annoys the hell out of me because that team annoys me. But they draw, they sell. So, I mean, you just got to keep going with the flow. So, I think overall, you just got to be content with that. Women's title on the line, Natalya retains against Naomi. Dolph Ziggler comes out as Bayley, comes out as the Ultimate Warrior, does more stuff. I'm not really sure where this is going, where it's going to go. So, we'll just leave it there. And then finally, then you get the Benjamin and Gable, the new tag team, kind of the new world's greatest tag team, defeat Hype Bros. And then finally, Kevin Owens comes out, calls out Vince McMahon, and he pretty much announces that it will be at Hell in a Cell, like me and Tony talked about. It will be Shane McMahon going one-on-one against Kevin Owens in Hell in a Cell. Then Kevin Owens headbutts Vince McMahon. I didn't see a blade. All of a sudden, Vince is ripped open, busted open. Then he kicks him. So I think overall, a tremendous SmackDown. The promos have been absolutely phenomenal between Raw and SmackDown. I'm impressed. And I think Vince McMahon sold that very well. I think this is going to also lead to Stephanie was on, helping her dad. So I think this is leading to probably Triple H coming back, which is, the promos are great. Just WWE is on a roll right now. Let's see if they can keep that momentum. And then finally, quickly, 205 Live. Rich Swann defeats TJ Perkins. Drew Gulak and Breezango cut a promo. Not sure if Breezango's staying around. Probably not. But we'll see how that goes. And then finally, Cedric Alexander versus Brian Kendrick ends in no contest when Jack Gallagher comes out ready to hit Kendrick with that umbrella, and he hits and turns on Cedric Alexander. Unbelievable. So Cedric Alexander gets attacked, and Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick shake hands. Unbelievable. So that is SmackDown and 205 Live. We're taking time out. Before we do, it's time for to go to the Ringside Report 26th most popular moment. It's when me and Tony at a post show get kind of accounted by Dazzling Donnie. Take a look.
Whoa. The best little night was he did against
I think he's a little jealous.
No, Peter Griffin don't like kisses. But you do.
Oh! Jeez! Please!
Good game.
Oh! What the hell's going on around here?
Hold on. Brought to you by
Welcome back here to the Ringside Report for this Friday. As you can tell, I'm hot with the suit coat on. Finally, you guys was able to get some air in here, so I apologize for that. But overall, you saw right there the moment number 26, Tony, or Dazzling Donnie, kissing me and slapping me and Tony. So overall, I mean, we had a lot of fun moments and jump-ins on. I really don't talk crap about Pop. I had great times there. I spent 10 years as a fan and as a commentator, so nothing that I would take back. A lot of fun times, and they've been involved in a lot of these moments, so can't ask for much more. Let's now recap the Mae Young Classic. The finals were on Tuesday night before 205 Live. The final was Shayna Baszler against Kairi Sane. I was a big fan of Shayna Baszler because I think she's the one that has a lot of excitement. She has a lot of, I mean, she was, of course, I watched her in The Ultimate Fighter, so I've been able to see her, get an opportunity to see how and she was a very strong, very big woman. And I think and then of course she took it to the wrestling ring, which she's done a very good job at that. So I think she's done an absolutely phenomenal job being able to switch. I mean, you've seen a lot of guys do it, so why can't Shayna Baszler do it? And she was able to get tremendous wins. Let's take a look at her and Kairi Sane, who I haven't heard much about before this. Let's take a look at their wins. In the first round, Shayna Baszler defeated Zeta, and then Kairi Sane defeated Tessa Blanchard in round 1. Then we go to round 2. Shayna Baszler defeated Mia Yim, and then Sane defeated Bianca Belair. Then in the semifinal, or the quarterfinals, Shayna Baszler defeated Candice LeRae, the wife of Johnny Gargano, and then Kairi Sane defeated Dakota Kai. And then, of course, in the semifinals, Shayna Baszler defeated Mercedes Martinez, and Kairi Sane defeated Toni Storm. Where we had the finals, they had the trophy presented, and what a good match overall you saw. And towards the end, you saw that great choke by Shayna Baszler, which she's been able to do, and pretty much won all of her matches in this tournament, and did an unbelievable job. And I think had the opportunity to be able to win that match, but of course, a great job by Sane to be able to get out of that. I think that gave her second life, and that eventually gave her the win. Congratulations to your first ever Mae Young Classic winner, Kairi Sane. And it was also announced by Triple H Wednesday afternoon that she will be one of 5 women going for the NXT Women's Championship at NXT TakeOver Houston. So congratulations to Kairi Sane. Unbelievable job, and that is great to hear. So that is the Mae Young Classic. I think it was very good. I was able to watch it. I watched all of them. I thought it was very big. Of course, like the Cruiserweight Classic as well. So I think both of them had great expectations. I think they both stood up. A lot of people didn't like how JR was kind of lackadaisical with the commentary, and Lita was okay. I enjoyed it. And overall, I don't have any complaints. So congratulations once again to Kairi Sane. And we'll see her again probably in the next set of NXT tapings. And definitely at NXT TakeOver Houston, which will be the night before Survivor Series. So should be exciting. We're taking another time out here on the Ringside Report. When we come back, we're going to recap Ring of Honor and NXT to close out this week on the Ringside Report. That's next. We're back here on the Ringside Report. Glad you could join us here on this Friday. Setting you up for the weekend. Hope everyone has some fun weekend plans. I'm going to a benefit Saturday, and enjoy football as everyone else does on Sunday. So hope everyone has a great weekend. Set you up. Of course, Tony, King of Controversy, will return to his throne Monday as well. Okay, of course, we got to recap Ring of Honor and NXT. It would be great if I had 100 things going on here. So let's see. Here, Ring of Honor starts off with Bully Ray coming out, and the first week in Atlanta, and he comes out and says he's glad to finally get the opportunity to wrestle in Atlanta for Ring of Honor, some of the best fans in wrestling, so did a great, comes out, says that. And of course, he will be in a 6-man match at Death Before Dishonor against the Kingdom. The winning team will face the Young Bucks and Adam Page for the 6-man tag team titles. So should be That's going to be interesting. Your match is Will Ferrara defeats Cheeseburger. I think in a very good matchup. These two guys, former friends. Will Ferrara, it's hard to take him seriously as a heel because he's such a little guy, but he's got into tremendous shape. He looks very good, and hopefully they give him a singles run. He's able to get a win over a Cheeseburger. Silas Young gets a win, and of course he's getting ready for his street fight, or last man standing match against Jay Lethal coming over. I think it's going to be big, and hopefully he gets some publicity for the BCB, which I'm not sure if he'll be able to be at ringside for that match. But he gets an opportunity there. And then your main event will be the Bullet Club, which is, I believe it was the Young Bucks and the Guerrillas of Destiny against the Motor City Machine Guns, Jay White, Jonathan Gresham. And then Motor City Machine Guns, Jay White, and Jonathan Gresham get the victory in that matchup. So great job there. I think another great match. And of course, they're leading up to Las Vegas, Nevada, which Las Vegas has been a hot spot for sports lately. And it will have another one. It'll have another one coming up. I mean, just you got that, and then of course you got just had the McGregor Mayweather fight, and of course like I said, the pay-per-view coming up, Death Before Dishonor coming up in a couple weeks. Okay, now let's go to NXT. Billie Kay, Peyton Royce lose to Ruby Riott and Nikki Cross. Johnny Gargano gets a singles victory over Riddick Moss. Street Profits, which entertained me very much, get a win over the Ely brothers. And then for the WWE United Kingdom title, Pete Dunne defeats Wolfgang. After the match, you see the three men, which I believe they're going to be called Undisputed, which is Adam Cole and Red Dragon, formerly of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. They come out, they attack Pete Dunne. Then Wolfgang comes out to make the save. Pete Dunne then leaves. Wolfgang then gets attacked by all three men. And that is how. And then it looks like Pete Dunne was going to go back and help him. And he goes and grabs the belt and leaves. So pretty tricky there. So I mean, Undisputed, them three guys really taking the helm right now and doing a very good job of doing that. So I'm excited to finally, hopefully we'll hear these guys do a promo. Hopefully we'll see these guys get into action. And of course, Adam Cole, I think, going to be in the race to have a great title run, and hopefully to get back or get into the title picture. We'll see what happens. But that is at Ring of Honor and NXT, and that is our Friday show. Preview for Monday, we're going to recap Impact, and then preview Raw and SmackDown. Tony will be back. So should be excited for that, and you get to make sure he behaves over the weekend. So everyone have a great weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy. It's supposed to be beautiful weather. Might be the final one, and we start to feel fall again. That'll do it. I am Ryan Youngs, and thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.